Hey guys, it's Deanna here with my sister Maria.
Hi.
And we are in the holiday spirit today. We're making some holiday New Year shirts. So she's the blank canvas and I'm already over here. As I told you a few videos ago, I got a new tool, is a Cricut Design, and so I'm so excited to use it. Some of you may know, may not know that Ellie and Mac has SVG files. And so that's really neat because you get to print out some awesome designs that were already created for you. So you don't even have to go and create it. You just print them out, download them, print them out, and get them on your shirt. And I know that some of you are wondering, is this a hard thing to do? How easy is it? Can I do it? Can I not? So I'm gonna show my sister Maria how to do it, and she's gonna do her own shirt. And we're also doing bandanas for her little doggies. There it is, woo woo, we're putting them on the bandanas. And so if Maria can do it, you can do it. So we're going to do all the steps. We're going to start from downloading it to your computer, saving it on your computer, put it in the design. This is the HTV vinyl. We're doing glitter. So we're going to do the black and the glitter because it seemed kind of New Year-ish like, I guess. So, and then we're going to go over and print it on a Cricut and then iron it on your shirt and we'll be ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get it on your computer and send it over to your Cricut. So we'll do that and then we'll do the rest. Yay. Hey guys, I'm over on my laptop now and we're getting ready to download our file onto my laptop so I can send it over to my Cricut to do the cutting. So you see when we get to this is the Ellie and Mac website, and you see all the different options: shop all, sewing patterns, embroidery, and here we get to cutting files. When you click on cutting files, it brings you over to this page where it shows you all the different files that Ellie and Mac provides. And today we're doing the Happy New Year file. So I already went ahead and clicked on it and shopped for it. And now I'm going over to download. Once you purchase it, there'll be a link that shows you that says download file. And you will click on that link and it'll bring you to this page right here, file download. And it has Happy New Year SVG cutting file. And it says available to download. So you will go ahead and download. You will click save, and you can actually save as, but I'm just gonna go ahead and save. And then it asks me what to do once it saves, and I'm just gonna open it. And here it is. There's all the different options that it gives you, but I'm gonna use SVG documents. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to that one, highlight it. I'm gonna right click on it. And this is how I do it. I know there's different ways to do it, but this is how I do it. And I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna make it its own file so I can put it on my Cricut Space design. So I'm just gonna save it to the desktop right now just because I think that's easier. So I'll click on my desktop and I already have it saved right here, but just to show you, all I'm doing is left click, right click, I'm sorry, and I'm gonna do paste. And there it is. Again, Happy New Year, but I already have it on here, but it doesn't matter. So there it is. And then once it's on there, I'm gonna go to my Cricut Design Space. If you have one already, if you don't, it's free to get the Cricut Design Space. So here I am, and there's two ways to start this. You can start right here on my projects. So you can start a new project, or you can go over here on the corner and new project. So either one will work just fine. So I'm gonna go right here and click new project, and here comes up my space design area. You can use templates if you want to find a template that will match what you're going to make. Since they have all these different things, you could be making this on whatever you want. And I am just going to do a classic tee. That's what we're making. And so I'm hitting that classic tee right here. And it's going to show me that template. Now, I go by that template somewhat, and I'm changing it to a woman's small. But sometimes I go by that template, but most of the time I want to go ahead and measure my shirt to make sure that it fits. So here it is, my template. So then I'm going to go to upload. There's a little upload digit right here. Now, my design is already on there because I uploaded it early, but I'm going to show you how to do that. Upload, we're going to hit the upload image button, and then it says drag and drop file here. You could either hit the browse button, or since you already have it opened over here, you can bring it from over here where you already have it, where it was already saved, and you can just drag, left click and drag it over and drop it in that box. and there it is. So that's all I did. I just grabbed it and dragged it. But if you didn't want to do that, you can just tap on browse and it'll bring you can go to desktop and find it or wherever you saved it. So here it is, and you might want to go ahead and tag it. I'm just gonna do Happy New Year's, SVG file, Ellie and Mac. And the only reason why I want to go ahead and tag it is so that when I have a lot of files in my space, I want to be able to find it easy. And then I'm going to click the save button, the green save button. And once it's saved, it shows right here at the bottom. So I can click on that one and I'm going to insert images. And once I do that, here it comes. Here it is. From here, I can make it as big as I want. If I want to make it as big as the shirt, or however you want to fit it into that shirt. Like I said, you can use that template, but it's just a template. So you might want to go ahead and measure your shirt and see how wide and how long you want it, just to make sure it's exactly what you want on your shirt. But that's how easy it was to get it onto my Design Space. The next step will be to go ahead and get it onto our Cricut design. So let me stop here and then we'll go over to that and then I'll show you how to do that. Alright guys, so now that I have my shirt on and I have the size that I want, I kind of measured it. So then now what I'm going to do is, this design comes with a two-tone picture. The Happy New Year is the gold and then the stars are silver. But I'm just going to, you can actually go over here and change the different colors. Not that it really matters because it's just really depending on what you put on the pad. But if I leave it just like it is, it will give me, if I go to make it, which is where you go next, it will give me the two different matte colors. So here's the silver for the stars, and it'll put all the stars together. And here's the gold for the New Year. But you see how they are separate. I don't know if you can kind of see a little bit. The letters are all kind of on their own, which will be hard to place when you put on your fabric. So what you want to do here, I am canceling it. What I want to do before I go on to the next step is I want to make it I'm going to attach it so it looks just like it does on my picture, so that when I print it, it looks exactly like that. And then when I go to put it on my shirt, I don't have to piece it all together. So what I did is I'm highlighting that picture. I am right clicking. I'm going to go down to attach. And now that I went ahead and attached it, and I'm going to make them all the same color because I want to just use this really awesome glittery color that I got. So I'm just going to make them all the same color, so that's okay. I don't have to change anything over here. And then you know what's really cool too? If you didn't want to see the stars, you can push the little icon on the stars, and that will hide the stars. So you can take them away completely if you didn't want the stars, but I like the stars. So there it is. And now that I put them all together, when you go to actually make it, you will see that it's just one mat because I'm just doing the same color, and they're all in order. Because this is what I want. Because when I iron it on, I don't want to be piecing it all together. I want it to be together so that it just irons straight on. But if you want to not leave any gaps, if you don't mind piecing it together and you want to use up every single space, you can do that as well. So it's really up to you. Now, when you're putting it, if you're putting it onto a tumbler or something like that and you're just using regular vinyl, you can leave it just like this. But since I'm doing a heat transfer vinyl, I'm going to mirror it because I'm gonna heat press it backwards on my shirt. So I want to mirror it. So here's an option to mirror, because if I don't mirror it, then I'm going to have it backwards once it's on my shirt. So I went ahead and mirrored it, and now I'm going to the next step, which is continue. It's right here in the corner. Now we're ready to put it on our Cricut. Now you have to make sure, and it gives you a little alert right here, make sure mirror is turned on and iron on material is face shiny side down on matte. So this is the shiny side, which has got the contact like paper that is gonna stick to your shirt, and this is the actual vinyl, which is what you want to cut out. So that's why it does it mirror image, because when you heat press it, it's gonna heat this way, okay? So it's showing me right here, go ahead and load it. And I know that my mat, if you want to look at your mat, you click the mat and it shows you the measurements of your shirt. So you want to make sure that you put it right on the measurements on your mat. Shiny side down. I think this is the hardest part.
getting it to stick on the mat on the right spots that you want. So I'm going all the way down to like about an 8.5, almost 9. And then on this side, I'm going all the way over to 9. Ah! I'm not doing very good, guys. Sorry. All right. Since I have long enough, I'm just going to kind of move it up high a little bit. There we go. I'll get it. There we go. Okay, so now make sure it's flat down, shiny side up. I kind of cut it a little bit crooked and that's why I had such a hard time. Okay, so now that it's on here on the mat, ready to go ahead and go in my machine, I'm going to go ahead and put it in. And I will hit the load button. It's flashing right now. It's telling me to load. And it's doing this little thing. Now that it's loaded. So now that it's loaded, it tells me to go press go, and because it's blinking. So it shows you press flashing go button. And it's flashing. You see it flashing? Now, before we do that, you have to make sure that you have it on the right setting. There's paper, vinyl, iron-on, light cardstock, bonded fabric, and poster board. I'm doing iron-on, so that's why my little button is facing over there. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and push my start, and here it goes. So it's going to push it in, and it's going to start cutting on its own. So we're going to let it do its thing. It's going to cut it out, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, guys, it's almost done. It's at 97%, so we're almost there. And it's done it all on its own, so it's kind of neat. All right, it's 100%. My light is blinking, which tells me it's done. So I'm gonna go ahead and press the light, and here it comes out. And now we can go ahead and move all this stuff out of the way. We're gonna remove this. We're gonna attach it to her shirt. I'm gonna have my sister do it. So if she can do it, you can do it.
Hey guys, here we are again with my sister, and we're doing we're doing my mom's shirt first. Actually, well, I did mine first, but we're doing my mom's, and then we'll do my sister's. So she's gonna do my mom's. So we'll see if she can get it done. So here's our mat, and we already got it all cut out. And it's ready to go. So what she's going to do first is she's going to go ahead and peel that HTV vinyl off. That's the heat transfer vinyl. So there's different vinyls that you can use. The heat transfer is for the iron-on vinyl. So there it is. Now what we do is we're going to peel off the 2 layers. So we've got the clear and then the actual vinyl on here. And this is going to be the tricky part because she's got nails. We've got nails. So it's kind of hard to get it all apart. Oh, she did better than I did. This is new territory, guys. Bear with me.
You can do it, I think. Maybe. Alright, so we're tearing it apart. And it's not, the only part that's going to be sticky is that clear part. So don't worry about it when you're peeling that other part off in the vinyl. It doesn't feel sticky because this is the part that's going to iron on, and the heat, that adhesive doesn't turn on, doesn't activate until you use the heat. So she's pulling it off, and the only thing that should stay on the clear is the letters that you printed off. The letters that were cut out, okay? So here it goes. She's pulling out, and I know we have some of the dead space on the sides. I wasn't very good at saving that, but here we go. Here comes the actual letters. And as she pulls, you can see, let's see if we can kind of focus it a little bit. You can see where that the letters are coming. Do you see that? Now you want to make sure that you pull it softly. And now she's a little bit more scaredy cat than I am. I kind of do it a little bit harder, but you can take your time, or you can just, and make sure that all the things are coming out. Like the stars and all that things, especially the stars, because they're so little. They're kind of hard to get it off. But anyway, all we're doing is just pulling this apart. So we're going to go ahead and keep doing that, pull it apart. She's going to finish up, and then we'll get back and show you the next step. Okay guys, now that I pulled off the main part, well, my sister pulled off the main part after a little while, that took a while. We see that we still have some spots that are filled in that didn't come all the way off. And those are the parts that we need to weed. This is a weeding tool. It has like a pointy part. And then, so what we do is we find the spots that we need to move out, and we grab them, and this will help you pull them off. so easy. And so we're gonna do all of them, all the little spots that are everywhere that you need to take off, the middles, and we take all those off. So I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna go ahead and do all that. I'm gonna let her do all that, and then we'll do the next step. There she is, getting some of the, weeding some of the parts out. I'm telling you, this is not that hard. It's super easy, and it's actually kind of soothing for me. I feel like it's, I don't know, it's kind of fun. It's kind of therapeutic, is that the word?
Therapeutic?
Therapeutic. Yes, she's doing a good job. So she's gonna go ahead and finish up, and then we'll move on to the next step. So here's my sister weeding out some of the extra spots. And I have also this little handy tool, it's like a little twizzer. And so whenever she pulls one out, here I am using my little handy twizzer to get it out of the way for her. Because I am just a helpful sister, that's what I do, I help. And so she picks it up, and I'm helping her pull it out of the way. So these are really neat tools that come with your Cricut, or you can purchase. But here we go. We are finished weeding our shirt, our vinyl, and we're going to move on to the next part, which is attaching it. Actually, we have one more to do. Yeah, we're here. One more on the upper one, and then we also have, let me get it with this little guy, and we have one more right here on the E. And so she's gonna finish up. And then, so now that she's pretty much done with that, with the weeding part, which is taking off all these little tiny pieces around the letters and making sure they're all out. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. So, as you see, not too bad. As you see, it was reversed because now the letters are attached and the vinyl, the heating vinyl, is on the back. So now we're gonna go ahead and put this straight on our shirt. We already sort of measured it against ourselves, so we kind of figure out where we want it. So what you want to do is, what we did is we put our shirt on and we stuck the paper on before we heated it up, and we like measured exactly where we wanted it, so that way we kind of did it right at the right spot. So I think that looks good. Does that look good?
Yeah, it looks
that
good.
Looks good.
Yeah,
it's about where we wanted it. Is it good this side? Yeah, looks good.
Looks good.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, this is the scary part. It's so scary because the first time I did it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to melt it right on. But we grabbed, well, I set a towel underneath it because I didn't want to burn my parents' counter. And so we went ahead and grabbed the iron, and it's hot. And I'm going to place it right on top of that vinyl. I know it's kind of weird to be doing that right on top, but that's what we do. We place it right on top. And I'm going to be moving it little by little, about 10 to 20 seconds on each letter. I'm just moving it slowly, letting it all heat up. It's kind of scary, nerve-wracking to be doing this. And she should be doing it.
That's okay. She can do it.
So we want to make sure that all the letters are attached. So when I'm going to be removing it, we're going to do it slowly. Go ahead. You do it. And if there are any that are still, see that little star, those are the harder ones because we want to make sure that they stay on. Because after I do this, and after I remove it, I'm going to heat it up again. I'm going to do it again over with a cloth on top. So I'm going to do it again, but I just want to make sure that they're all sticking on there because I don't want them to move out of the way. Okay, let's see. There we go. Ooh, this sparkle is so pretty. That is looking so nice. That looks really neat. So, if you have a heat press, oh, that looks good. Good job, Maria. If you have a heat press, then you can go ahead and use that, but I'm just using an iron. So what I'm doing now, just to make sure that it's sealed, I'm putting a cloth over top, and I'm gonna do the whole heating thing again. Go ahead.
I can do this part.
Yes.
It's really easy.
And then you just kind of hold it down and put a tiny bit of pressure on it as you're holding it down, just to make sure.
You don't need that much pressure. But, and then what we'll do is I'm going to turn it around and then I'm going to do it to the back as well. So it will be heat from both sides, okay? So I'm going to do that and then we're basically almost done. That's it. That's it. And your shirt is done. Look at this one. This one looks so cute. So we're going to go ahead and finish that up and then we'll show you the end result. Hey guys, here we are. So we're all finished. We made Maria's. And this is my lovely mom. Say hi.
Hi.
She doesn't speak very much English, so she's not going to talk very much, but this one didn't talk very much either, so I mean, that's no different.
I'm camera shy.
But then they turn out so cute. Look at them. Such a perfect accessory for the New Year holiday, and there's so many more files on the Ellie and Mac website, so check them out. Go look for them. Oh, do we have Copper?
Yes.
Can we show Copper? Yes. Copper is her puppy, and Copper. We did one for him too, the bandana. So we're gonna go ahead and bring him over and see if we can get him. He's kind of big, so we'll see if she can get him all the way up here. But thank you so much for coming along with us. Please post any questions under the comments. Like, share, comment. Here he is, big old baby. Can you see it? Oh, hold on. There he is. So cute. Isn't it so cute? Like I said, let me know if you have any questions. Comment below, share, like. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And then when you do your project, please post it on our Ellie and Mac Facebook page or Instagram. We'd love to see it. You guys have a great night and a great holiday. Bye.
Bye.